Keep on trucking, Eduardo.
Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? It's Big Porky here from Porky's Corner, and still the voice of hardcore boxing. Now the reason I know that is because it says so on that poster there, but personally most of you probably think that it's but we're going to go straight into the old review of the weekend's action. Now, when I think of this next gen, now I had a little bit of a chat other morning when I went up to Glyn Rhodes's for a coffee and a chat. I actually went for a KFC afterwards. When I think of next gen, I think fighters who are the next generation. You know, fighters who are just starting out in their careers, and what we speak about in the boxing industry is next gen is usually like about 4 or 5 years down the line. Now, next gen. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to read out some of these guys who are on this next gen show, and I'm going to let you work it out for yourselves what you think. Now, I don't suffer fools gladly in anything I do. In anything. If I have something to say, I'll say it. Unbelievable. It runs out on the 16th, so I'll just change my phone number then, yeah? Alright. So I will pick another phone or something and I'll leave you to sort it, yeah? Alright, I'll speak to you later. Now, next gen. Lee Wood, he headlined the other night, didn't he? Lee Wood, he's 31 in a few months. You know, that was his 22nd fight. How is that next gen? How is that next gen? It's unbelievable. He was beaten by Gavin McDonald 5 years ago, over 5 years ago. Since then he's gone 10-0. But Lee Wood is not the next generation of fighter, is he really? I mean, come on. He's not, is he? I know he's Frotcher's pal and blah blah, but I'm here to tell it straight. Lee Wood made his debut in 2011. We're in 2019. That is hardly next gen. See where I'm coming from? Now, let's go through the rest of the next gen, shall we? Lee Wood headlined. Jordan Gill. He's 23-0. 23-0, next gen. Now, he made his debut in 2012. We're 2019 now, so 2019, 2012. Next gen. Do you see a pattern? Because I do. Richard Riaporte, age 29. Next gen. So next gen in 5 years he's going to be 34, isn't he? But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for the simple reason he's had 9 fights now. So he's still a novice, so we'll give them 1. So we're going to give him a pass. So he is next gen, but like I said, he's in his 30th year. So Richard Riaporte, I'm going to give him that 1. Plus you were in a pretty even fight as well, if you look on paper. Now then you go down to Anthony Sims Jr. 18 fights. 18 fights. Is that next gen, 18 fights? No. No it isn't. No, he's been a pro 5 year. Now his generation is now. If we're talking Anthony Simmons Jr. in next 5 year, he'll be, you know, he'll have about 40 fights at this rate, won't he? So I'm not going to give him that. I don't think he's next gen. Can we go on the age? Because he's 24 years of age. Maybe we're going to go on his age, but he's hardly wet behind the ears, is he? With 18 fights, right? If you want to talk about 18 fights, Artur Beterbiev were beating former world champions in his weight division in his 8th fight. He was a world champion in his 12th fight. He's at 18 fights. Do you see where I'm coming from? But yeah, Beterbiev had a long amateur career, but we're talking next gen. 18 fights is not next gen. We're going on the fights, not age. Age is a number. Audley Harrison turned pro, didn't he, when he was 30 or 29, late 29, something around that. So forget the age. So far we're just going to say Riaporte, or whatever, I can't pronounce it right. Riaporte is next gen so far. Anthony Simmons Jr. needs to be getting a move on, doesn't he, really? 18 fights. Well, I don't get that. They're going to tread water, aren't they, and swear at big guns. But so I'm going to give Lee Wood, that's not next gen. I'm not going to say Jordan Gill's next gen. 7-year professional boxer, next generation. Have a think about what I've just said to you. I'm going to repeat that again. 7 years ago we turned pro, Jordan Gill. 7 years. That's a long time, that, isn't it? But they're calling him next gen. So I'm not having that one. Statistics are all here for you. Just go to box rec and study it. Kieran Conway, 9 fights. Yeah, I'm going to give him next gen. He's 22 years of age, coming up 23 in May. He's now 10-0. Yeah, he's next gen. So I'm going to give him a next gen. Riaporte next gen. And Conway, because we're going on experience, aren't we? Not age. Take age out of it. You can box up to 50. Larry Holmes was boxing as a pro at 50 odd, wasn't he? So Hopkins were winning world titles at 48 or defending them. So take the age out of it. Age doesn't matter. I know we talk about age, but age doesn't matter. It's the mileage on the clock. So Lee Wood, not ex-gen. Jordan Gill. He's not ex-gen. He's had over 100 rounds, Jordan Gill. Joshua's not even had 100 rounds yet, and he's a world champion. So no. Wood no, Gill no, Riak Porky, Porte, whatever they call it. He's 9-0. Yeah, he's next gen. Sims, he's not next gen. 18 fights, no. Kevin Conway, yes. QAIS Akfak, FAQ, ASH, FAQ, 4-0, yeah, next gen. Sultan Zurbek, Kazakhstan. He's next gen, isn't he? I bet people were queuing up to watch him, weren't they? He's next gen because at fights he's had John Doherty. He hasn't even got a picture of him box, right? Joe Steed and Bradley Smith. He ain't got a picture up. And Bradley Smith ain't got a picture up. So this is how well known these boxers are, look. Look, what have we got here? Look, no picture. Steve Goodwin fighter. Joe Steed. He's no photo up. John Doherty. No. Right. Let's have a look how many of these have already registered. So no. Zurak, let's have a look. He's not VARDA registered. Let's have a look how many of these are VARDA registered for drugs. QS Hatchback, no. Kieran Conway, no. Anthony Simmons Jr., he's not registered for VARDA. Richard Porky, no, he's not registered. Jordan Gill, not registered. And headline of the show, a Commonwealth title, Lee Wood, he's not registered. So you've got 10 fighters there, Eddie Hearn fighters. Out of all them 10, you could say the top 4, 3 of the top 4 are not next gen. So 7 are next gen, aren't they? Right? 7 are next gen, 3 of them aren't. The headline act, he's 31 in a few months and he's winning his 22nd fight. That's not next gen. Not when Joshua's winning world titles after 16 fights. Jordan Gill, no, he's not next gen. 23 fights, that's next gen. No. And Simmons Jr. 18-0. No, he's not next gen either. How many rounds has Simmons Jr. had? Oh, it's kicked me off now. Well, end of the day, right? As far as I'm concerned, the show were abysmal. Now they want to talk about next gen, and Eddie had a little dig about Dennis Hopson putting a Commonwealth title as a headline show on his show when Sheedy fought Liam Cameron. And Eddie were like, look, it's a Commonwealth title headlining on TV, you know, and it's free sports at that. Well, Dennis Hopson's show, week this Friday in Sheffield, is a Commonwealth title headliner. Now you've just seen a Commonwealth title headlining on Sky Sports at the weekend. Commonwealth title. How the mighty have dropped, haven't they? Eh? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. It looks to me like Eddie is now abusing his Sky contract. So what can you do? I think that's about it really. I didn't really watch much boxing at weekend. I just caught up with it all, seen a few clips and that. I did see the Ortiz fight, Castano against Lara, that were a draw. Rodriguez against Williams, a win for Rodriguez. And Luis Ortiz won. He's 40-year-old now, so he tells us. Now people are saying that he didn't stop Hamer and Tyson Fury did. Tyson Fury were also 26-year-old when he fought him, wasn't he? Luis Ortiz is 40, but if Luis Ortiz is that crap, why don't somebody fight him? Why don't Dillian White fight him or Tyson Fury? Nobody wants to go near Luis Ortiz. They might do in about another year once he's knocking on a bit, but so thanks very much. You'll love that. I'll read it. I'll read it to him as a bedtime story one night. What's it called? Big Book of Trains. So my business partner's bought my little boy a book because he's into trains, isn't he? We've been told that a lot of kids who've got autism are into trains, and that's so I try and keep him interested in them all the time and keeps his mind occupied. Right, getting back to the shows at the weekend. Let's have a look. Ortiz, like I just said, he won. They were the only ones I were really interested in. I can't review every single fight. There ain't enough hours in the day, and I do all the other things to do. But the Matchroom show dominated things, didn't it? What did bother me at the weekend is a few little things I heard about BT Sport. They haven't had a show this year yet, and we're into March now. What is going on? What's going on there with Anthony Yarde? I mean, we'll not look at box rec. We'll. I can't get on. I need to register. Anthony Yarde, where is he going? He's saying he's going to fight Kovalev. We all know he's not going to go nowhere near Kovalev until he's shot to bits. Now, what they'll be waiting for with Kovalev for is an opportunity to get an interim and just wait for Kovalev to do one or get beat or something to happen. I mean, I heard a story that they're hoping he goes to prison. That's what I heard. And so they get upgraded. I mean, how bad is that? But Anthony Yarde needs to fight somebody, doesn't he, really? He's a bit like Anthony Joshua. I know you get all these fanboys coming on here on internet and bigging Joshua up, but like I said to you, Charlie Martin and Parker, paper champions, not beat a champion. Vladimir, life and death in his 42nd year, 69th fight, 18-month on settee. Povetkin in his 40th year, former regular champion, small heavyweight. As an amateur he was a heavyweight, not a super heavyweight. See, people are getting bigger. Joshua's CB's got more holes in it than Biggie Small's Cadillac Escalade, hasn't it? But no, it's very poor. A lot of people are talking about a boxing boom. Boxing is booming! 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 It's like Basil Smith, innit? Boom! Boom! But is it booming? Is it really booming, or is Eddie Hearn training our minds? Because it only looks to me like it's booming for a certain amount of people. For example, IFL TV. Well, they have a select band of about 15 people that they interview all the time. When I look at their views on their interviews, on everybody else, they're not that good, are they? These casuals, they'll look at your Tyson Furies, Joshua's, Billy Joe's, Eddie and Frank interviews, and you know, the select few. But yet, Coogan's got 430,000 followers. 430. And you'll get 430,000 after a month for the main people, you know, the views, or half that. But why ain't you getting 430,000 views for interviews with, you know, these guys on this Next Gen shows? You know, you're looking at 4,000 and 5,000 views. That's 1% of his views. So all the people that follow Coogan, they're following him for a reason, aren't they? Do you know what that is? Just to watch Joshua and all the big boys, aren't they? And they're leaving the subscriptions on. I think I've worked it all out now how it works. Because why ain't you getting everybody? Why don't all Coogan's followers watch the interviews with the people who are non-existent? You know, your small fry. Why don't they watch them interviews? Why do they only watch the Joshua ones? I'd like to think that the people that follow me and a couple of other my pals who I've spoke to, at least I have a loyal a loyal following of people who watch the channel, right? I think fans is cringe, innit? We are boxing fans, but you're not fans of me, you just follow the channel, don't you? Because I'm going to tell it straight now. Looking at this, right, you could say we don't really average that many fans, do we? But the boxing fans that follow the channel, they do watch most of the videos, don't they? If you break it down, we have some software that we get sent. I'm not going to go into details in. It's hard to explain because we're trying to get this channel going do it as a job now, so I can sack everything else. So I just like doing this, other things I don't like doing. But when I look at these statistics, and I look at watch time and that, and I look what YouTube are saying to us, and it's very interesting how it works and how it all unfolds. But one thing I'm not going to be is a view whore, because we still want the content out there. I still want to put good videos out, and I want to point people in the right direction, things that they're not being told. For example, like I've just said, Jordan Gill had his professional debut 6 days after his 18th birthday. Why didn't anybody get in his ear and say, you need to be at least an amateur till you're 22? Why? Why did he not have a long amateur career? something not right there, isn't there, I think. Did he need to turn pro for the money? Weren't he good enough for amateur? But he's a 7-year professional boxer. So if he's been a pro 7 years, why is he on a next gen card? It's all there on BoxRec. 6 days after his 18th birthday he had his first fight. Strange that, isn't it, do you think? Very, very strange. Very strange. Did Caldwell rush him into it? I don't know, but there's something not right, isn't there? And then you've got the other guys over there. Anthony Simmons, 18th fight, he's on the next gen. Lee Woods in his 22nd fight, 31-year-old on the next gen show. Are we being lied to? What's happening with Lewis Ritson? Well, we know he's fighting Townend, or supposed to be, don't we? But Townend will probably pull out, in my opinion. But we're going to see, aren't we? We're going to see, aren't we? But I'm not up on these next gen shows. It's a cop out, isn't it? It means you can't complain. It's the next gen, isn't it? You've got to give them a chance. The next generation. It's got to the stage now where Eddie's gone for pay-per-view that quick and pushed it that quick. They've left everybody behind, and then all the rest of them are burnt out, aren't they? Your Amir Khan, your Kell Brooks, your James D. Gales, your George Groves, your Tony Bellew, your Davey Day. They're all gone now, aren't they? Amir and Kell are to follow, aren't they? Within a year, they'll be gone too. Couple of them 6 might come back, but that generation's going to be gone, isn't it? But there isn't a gap, isn't there? And that gap that there should be, throwing them all over to America, aren't they? Why isn't Dave Allen on these next gen shows? Well, he's only had 22 fights. He's only 27-year-old. Why is he not on these next gen shows? Dave Allen. Why not? Because they're saving Dave Allen, aren't they, for pay-per-views, because he does numbers on IFL, Boxing Social. Dave's palled them up, hasn't he? So they need him for pay-per-view to anchor them. So, but why ain't he next gen? Because Dave Allen, for the rounds he's had less rounds than Lee Wood probably. Why? Because they have to manipulate it, manipulating your minds like politicians. That's what they're doing. And sooner or later it's all going to blow up in their faces. And I'll be under the ice then when it cracks. Mark my word, to voice my opinion, because I am the voice of hardcore boxing. I must be. It says so on this poster, doesn't it? Only messing with you. Just talking. I think I'm going to get another couple of videos done. It's 12:05 on Monday. These will be out probably Wednesday. I'd like to think they'd be out tonight, but too much on. Too much on. Or NJ's too much on to get them out. So we're not getting them out as quick as we can, because we have other things to do. But you still get to hear my opinion. Sometimes it is a bit late. I do apologise for that. Keep the emails coming. Some nice emails. You always get one that spoils it, don't you? But what can you do? You get jealous people in all walks of life, don't you? Well, I look at it like this. There's talkers and there's cheese and onion walkers. So, but let's have a look how many minutes we've got left. 23 minutes. I think that's about it really for the first video of the day. Oh, that's what I wanted to look at. Is that Anthony Sims? I think that's Anthony Sims' record. Anthony Sims is 18-0 and he's fought 5 people out of them 18 with winning records. And I'm going to share these winning records with you. 5-4, these are his opponents. 5 wins, 4 losses, that is. A 10-9, a 13-12, a 28 and a 21, and a 19-5. That's Anthony Sims' opponents. 18-0 next gen, innit? Now, if you remember the video that I did with Dale Nichols the other day, during it was speaking about this show and how I stopped in. I just stopped in all night, just me and my dog on our own. Me and my little doggy Rocky. Most loyal person in the world to me, apart from maybe a handful of other people. Shaved him too short, man. He looks like a little rat, doesn't he? Somebody mentioned that to me in an email, and he's right. He does have shaved him too small, but I don't want him to molt all over me nice bed sheets. So, but yeah, it's. I stopped in and we were speaking, and I said to Dale, all 10 will win tonight, and I never had a bet, did I? I should have had a bet, shouldn't I, really? It's usually downfall for me. If I'd have had a bet, the last fight on would have probably drawn. That's or it would have been a technical decision on a bad cut. Some disaster would have happened. And the person who emailed me and said, you only have a go at Tony Bellew. You only have a go at Tony Bellew, Russ, because of the bets that you lost on him. Now everybody knows that I betted heavy on Tony Bellew to lose in these accumulators, and he beat Cleverly. He beat, what was the other guy he beat? Cleverly. He beat that Macabre, who's never beat in a vacant title fight, and he'd never been in with anybody remotely any good. Cleverly, Macabre, both hay fights. I predicted the full shows, and they were the headline shows, and I probably lost about £8,000 in them 4 bets that I would have won, and probably lost about £700 of my own money. So, but it ain't that. We go on the emails. People send the emails in regarding the helmets now. Tony Bellew is back in Helmetville, on Helmetville Island, in the county of Helmetville, for what's happened at the weekend, and I will go over that in a minute in the Helmets of the Month video for February. But now I ain't got a problem with Tony Bellew. I just don't like people coming out with bull like he comes out with, saying one thing to play the fans, to manipulate it, because that's all he's done really, innit? When you look at his CV, it's pony, innit? Pony. He's never beat a champion. They were all vacant belts, and the former world champions that he's beat were Hay twice, shot to bits, and Cleverly, who he dragged up to cruiserweight, and that was worst pay-per-view ever. And I think that were a mandatory decision win. Tony Bellew. Keep on trucking. I want to be left alone. So anyway, peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep sporting boxing. It's a fantastic sport, and just keep doing what you're doing, because I'm doing my thing. Pew!